Welcome, everyone, to another edition of In the Divide, where we're bringing all things crypto together with Algo. And today, I have with you day by day, Miss Renee Chung. And we're going to be talking about insurance, a little bit Algo, blockchain, and hopefully get you interested and aware of this product that's going on that I guarantee you're going to need once you hear what she says. So, first of all, of course, let's introduce Miss Renee. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey everyone, my name's Renee and I'm the product and marketing manager at Day by Day, which is a Web3 insurance solution. Well, it's an insurance solution using Web3 technology. So I look after the branding, the designs, making sure our user experience flows well, scoping out new ideas, working with our dev team, and of course, the core team, Daniel and Bill, our CTO and CEO.
Okay. So how long have you been in the Web3 space?
So about 2 years now. So January 2021, I jumped in, thrown in the deep end, started working on the app, started working on cleaning up designs and bringing all the communications together. We set up our social media channels. We launched our tokens properly, and gave them like a page on an Etherscan and Polygon scan. And really kicked off from there.
Okay. I got a couple of questions based on your project working with multiple blockchains. You're doing things on Algo, but you're also going to be connected with Polygon.
Yep. So we launched the token on Ethereum back in 2018 before I started. And then it sort of just sat there for a while through the lockdowns. And then because the price was really high, we were finding it hard to build back in 2021. So we bridged to Polygon. And shortly after that, we also got a grant from Algorand. And we figured it's great to be multi-chain because you can reach into those different communities and get more awareness about the tech rather than just being focused on one chain. Because our solution is really blockchain focused. In general, it's not one blockchain focus. It's how blockchain technology can solve so many insurance problems.
That is a great mindset to have. Unfortunately, a lot of crypto people are very tribal, and we don't want to go to some other chain because our chain is the best. And I think Algorand has a good messaging where it wants to be interoperable. It wants to connect to other chains, and I think that's the best thing for the whole crypto system is to be interoperable, where you use this chain, but you can go to here to do something else, and it's a free flowing chain of you're doing business basically where you want, where things are the best, where you have value. And I think that's really the crypto of the future, at least in my mind.
Yeah.
So since you're doing financial products, what kind of insurance are you doing on the day by day blockchain?
So we're starting with asset insurance. How Day by Day came about is we actually started with a Web2 app where people could just take photos of their assets for their current insurance, they had for their home and contents or for their business. And they take photos of their laptops or chairs or couches that they had in their office or in their homes. And that was just a way to very easily press send PDF to broker, and the brokers would have a much easier time figuring out the value that needed to be insured. And then we figured, why don't we connect this to Web3 and actually build this into a SaaS platform? So we've got the assets registered on the app. I think last time I checked in our backend, we were at like 6,000. I think it was 6,000 assets registered. And we get more every day with just regular Web2 people registering assets they have in their home or in their business. So that's now every asset that's registered has a little hash on the blockchain, which we are going to link to our Web3 platform, which we've been developing with the grant from Algorand, and link together to create an insurance contract, basically. So on the Web3 side, what we have is sort of like an Uber of insurance. You can buy an NFT as an insurance policy, but rather than that being an insurance for one person, it's sort of like you're a mini broker for that particular policy. So you can choose from a range of asset categories, whether that be electronics, jewelry, artwork, appliances, furniture, um, and you can choose either one of those or a combination of those. You can choose to protect those asset categories against theft or water or fire or vehicle impact. And you can choose a date range. So that's similar to micro insurance, if you like. You can insure things just for the weekend, or you can insure things for a year or 3 years, if you like. So those unique policies become an NFT, which you as a broker or insurepreneur, as we call them, can earn passive income from for the people who are registering their assets. Say they want to take their phone and their laptop to the beach for the weekend or something. They can choose to find a policy for those 2 days or 3 days of the long weekend, and just insure it for that rather than having to do travel insurance, which would be a lot more expensive.
Okay. Do you have a list of assets that is okay as far as to be insured? I'm pretty sure you don't insure spoons and things of that nature. So, is there something that somebody can go by like, "Ooh, I want to do my camera"?
Yeah. Yeah, for example, their camera. If people really wanted to insure a spoon, we are not going to stop them if they want to pay money to insure their spoon. But that's sort of up to the person, really. So it gives you a lot more control over your insurance. Um, in terms of the maximum price, we're starting with assets that are under 2,000 Australian dollars or equivalent. And once we launch our platform, we are starting in Australia, then we'll move to New Zealand, Southeast Asia, and we'll continue around the world for providing that actual insurance. Yeah, we'll go to the rest of the world. It's not going to be suddenly global launch. Everyone can get insurance. We're starting with Australia, just to test the waters there, and see how the outtake is.
Yeah, it's always to take the small steps to
Yeah,
learn what we don't know.
yeah,
Your vision is clear until your vision meets reality, and all these other
yeah.
things starts to
Yeah,
pop
but
up.
that doesn't mean that anyone around the world can't become an insurepreneur and have those policies, because that's global.
So, with your insurance, I know you said some household things. Does that also mean if somebody has a crypto account that they want to insure, like that's less than 2,000, is that something that you plan to be having insurable? I think that's
Yeah, so that's not what we're launching with, but that's definitely in our roadmap.
okay. That's good to hear because that right there, real world, is a on ramp that most of the people would definitely like. Security is one of the things in crypto that
Mm,
right now, based on all the things that happened this year, one of the things that most people retail, we lack security. We are not
yes.
secure in our things. So if there's some kind of insurance out there, you may not be FDIC or federally or state backed by government, but if you have a little bit of insurance that all my stuff won't be gone, I
Mm.
think you really hit a big market that we really need at this time.
Yeah, and we think it's good that we're starting with real world as well, because it actually onboards a whole lot of Web2 people, or people who don't even haven't touched blockchain in their lives. It onboards them in a way that's not like in their face, you need a wallet now, because they're just going on the app and they're getting insurance. It's not hard for them to suddenly learn how to trade or buy their NFT. So we think it's a really great way to introduce people to Web3 as well.
That's like I said, that's one of the things that hit my mind and intrigued me. So how do registration of assets work?
So you provide the asset details, you put the name of the item, you take a photo, you put a receipt or proof of purchase if it's something that's purchased. Um, or like if you've got jewelry or something, you get, how you get a certificate of authenticity that can be used as proof of ownership. You put the date that you purchased it or you got it, and press save, and that's your entry onto the blockchain. That data isn't on the blockchain, but the hash to the entry. And then, yeah, that proof of ownership, if that's there, that allows you to earn some DVD tokens. So we're incentivizing people actually giving more evidence that they have this asset. So if you really wanted to put your spoon, that would be a lot of effort for one spoon.
Yeah, it must be a really nice spoon.
Yeah, maybe it's a really antique special spoon or something.
Everyone, you're listening to In the Divide. This is a part 1 of the interview with Dave by Day. I want you to go to Niftgen, our other site where we're trying to create content for the blockchain, for crypto. Go over there, see part 2 of this interview. You're going to learn a lot more. Thank you.